All right, it's official. 2010, the snowiest winters ever in Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. I think that's Philly on the left side of your screen. And all show, we've showed you the Al Gore book, An Inconvenient Truth, sitting outside our studios here at Fox, taking on more and more snow in this 2010 blizzard. Okay, now Senate Democrats reportedly saying this monster storm just might break the back of their global warming plans. My next guest says it's a win for the American people. He's the global warming skeptic, pelted by warmists at the conference in Copenhagen. Filmmaker Phil McAleer is outside in Washington saying, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Thanks for joining us. Where's your costume? Where's your polar bear?
Well, it's not. We don't need a polar bear costume because it's global warming. This is the hottest year on record or whatever it was, or even though it's not really. So it's global warming. It's so hot we're all going to die. I thought I would dress appropriately for the global warming that we're all experiencing. Al Gore and all the environmental movement have been telling us for years now we're global warming. So here I am in my shorts, my sun hat, and my sandals. So this is dressing appropriately for the weather conditions.
Now, just before we go any further, if you see any warmists making snowballs and taking aim at you, let us know. We'll cut away. We don't want that on camera. There was a number out today, and I can't remember where I read it, but someone estimated about $100 million per day of lost productivity out of Washington while Congress and Senate are on break.
Yeah, but you see, the global warmists, the hysterics, they say this snow was caused by global warming. There's an article in Time magazine this week. The snow was caused by global warming. We're in the realms here of reading your horoscope. So no matter what weather there is, too much rain, too much snow, too much sun, they look at it and say, oh, it must be global warming. So that's the level of science we're at now, is that, no matter what happens, it has to be global warming. It has to fit their agenda, because their agenda is about really taxing people, controlling people, and trying to get money off them to fit their agenda.
Sir, Democratic Senator Bingaman, has said global warming is all but done. The cap and trade is all but done. Do you agree with that? And by the way, is that a good thing?
Well, I mean, I think the end of cap and trade is probably good for the American people, but it's good to get a bit of, get science back to where it should belong, and people know that global warming is dead, and it's time that, I mean, it may have been junk science, but I suppose definitely it's junk politics, and now here we are. I mean, I'm dressed here to suit the so-called global warming, and let me tell you, it's not warm here, it's very cold, but this is, this is what the global warming movement has been trying to do, tell you that what you see in front of your eyes is not true, and, it's a good thing for America. It's going to be the biggest tax increase in American history ever, and that's dead now, or so they say. And I mean, oh yes, there's the global warming blizzard that's just taken my sun hat away. Well, let me ask you this: I heard the Himalayas were going to melt by 2035. What do you have to say about that? Well, I mean, as we found out, Glacier Gate didn't happen, Climate Gate didn't, Climate Gate emails came out. The science, excuse me, the science is completely gone, and I think the politics needs to follow up. We need to get rid of this idea of taxing people and taxing carbon. People need more energy. They need cheap energy. They don't need less of it. And by the way, where is Al Gore? I mean, it's a national emergency here in Washington. The National Guard is out. Surely the man who said we were going to suffer global warming should be here explaining where's the global warming, Al. So let's all of America ask, where is Al?
Well, we know where a copy of his book is. It's right outside our studio. But here, here's a question. Now, a couple of months ago, the Obama administration empowered the EPA to declare 5 gases as dangerous gases. Will this administration do nothing to get their agenda through, whether it's, the EPA through a new NOAA panel? It seems like they'll do nothing. They won't stop until they get cap and trade, or at least some form of it through.
Well, I mean, it's nonsense that carbon dioxide is dangerous. The most dangerous thing to America at the moment is 6 feet of snow that we're standing in. The most dangerous thing to Americans all over America is the cold. The cold kills more people than warmth, And maybe the government should be much more concerned about helping people through this extreme weather emergency, rather than pretending that the thing that's coming out of my mouth, the hot air, and the thing that comes out of Al Gore's mouth and all our mouths, the hot air, is dangerous to the people of America. This snow that I'm standing in here, if I stand here here for much longer, I'll die. And that's more dangerous than something than CO2.
All right, we're running out of time. What's on deck for Phil McAleer next?
Well, we'll see. You know, Al Gore still has to answer my questions. You know, his film is full of errors. It's shown in every school. Our film, Not Evil, Just Wrong, we wanted to get into every school in America to try and restore a little bit of balance to the global warming debate, the debate that hasn't happened. People know there's something suspicious about this global warming hysteria, and this needs to be discussed a lot more before they bring in the largest tax increase in American history.
Phil, we've got to leave it there. Phil McAleer, thank you. Phil McAleer, thank you for joining us from Washington.
No, thank you.
All right, that'll do it from here. Keep your eye. If you want to come to 6th Avenue, you can check it out. An Inconvenient Truth in the Snow. That's it for us from Your World. Neil will be back in a couple of days.